The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Well, they're using him out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Duggan to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Duggan now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And out of bounds right around the 20. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And the Bucs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mitchell. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Duggan. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's how this game is reviewed positively on either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it in certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing, Duggan. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Michael Pittman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one. So they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Green. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
On third down, McCain. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Robinson up the middle. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McCain. And he's got it. Complete to Fowler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A give to Robinson on the option. Ooh, the juke. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. McCain. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Robinson, touchdown, Falcons. Extra point attempt here still to come. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Duggan will look to throw this. He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Robinson on a give right side. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun. McCain airing it deep for Fowler. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Duggan. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
To him back at the 40. Alex Highsmith with a nice play and getting the sack.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Try the right side with Mitchell. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Alex Highsmith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in his first half.
Yes, no defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had much to the end zone the last time out.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And they can't bring him down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Dugan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles.
And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Duggan looking to throw.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Muscles him off. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first in.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mitchell now off the option.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 30 and about 6 yards to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like he's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw on third down, Dugan.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, McCain. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard, your receiver...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run with Mitchell. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duggan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that throw incomplete.
You see the surprise in the face there, but that is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
This throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always talk.
It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. McCain. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Oh, nice move. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line. 154 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Gets past one man and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them in. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. McCain. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they will take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bucs, they keep pace in the playoff race.